Why does phantom pain exist? Lucky for you, scientists might have just figured that out. If you don't know what phantom pain is basically pain that you experience in a limb that no longer exists on your body. This is a phenomenon that typically occurs with amputees, in which case they have, let's say, a leg amputated. However, after it's amputated, they can still feel that leg, that being the pain in that leg that they would experience. Not to mention, some people can even feel the sensation of curling their own toes despite the leg not being there. And whenever it comes to why this phenomenon occurs, this publication from last year might actually give an explanation. Now, it's important to note that before this publication came out, there was a long-standing idea in the world of science that the brain kind of remade itself after the body experienced drastic changes, like, for instance, an amputation. However, with this publication, we're discovering that that might not actually be the case. You see, in this study, the researchers followed 3 different women who had planned hand amputation and asked if they could undergo MRI brain scans before and after the amputation occurred. And after the MRI scans, in which the women would move different fingers, as well as even curling their toes and piercing their lips. These small movements triggered activity in different areas of the brain that showed up on the MRI. And after the first brain scan, in which the scientists saw this initial neural activity, the subjects then went into their surgeries, and then once they were out, they did the same MRI scans. And what the researchers found from this was that neural activity did not change at all, despite the now missing limbs from each of the women. And when one of the women was even scanned 5 years later, they found that there were still no overt changes to the brain scans. Not to mention, the team also analyzed 26 other individuals for this exact same study, and the results from the initial 3 women also matched up with those extra 26 individuals. So basically what we get from this is your brain is really fascinating and will remember body parts even whenever they aren't there.